Hello guys, welcome back. In today's video we are going to replace rear brake pads on a 2013 Fiat. Alright, so I've already done the front, but just the back ones I'm going to do. Also the tires, the torque specifications in 63 to 65. That's when you are putting the tires back on, just in case I forgot to mention it. And this. You see how fast? It's good if you're at home, you're working on, you like to work on your cars. It's best to have the right equipment so you won't lose time. All right, this is the rear brake caliper, and there are two main bolts to loosen up in order to remove the brake pads inside here. So we got the this one here, and then the bottom one. Okay, once you loosen it up, then you should be able to pull the brake caliper loose and then remove the brake pads. All right. The socket is a 13 millimeter. Now, as you can see, this one here is spinning. So that means that you'll have to hold it with something so to enable the bolt to come out. Okay. Well, this is what I have here. You know, that's European cars. Every manufacturer is different. So put this here, so keep it from spinning. It's a long bolt. See, that, and then do the same up here. There you go. See that? One here just to show you. Okay, because all I have to do is just hold this and then give me enough time to loosen this, and then it comes out. It comes out by itself. Okay. Now you see, and then the, okay, let's see. All right, once you remove these the bolts here, and you take the should be able to get the caliper, but make sure that the parking brake is not activated. Okay, it's loose. If the parking brake is activated, you will not be able to take the caliper out. Okay. Okay. And this is the, see, these are the brake pads. They were squealing. It's best to to replace the hardware. This is the metal part that holds it. Okay, it's best to replace them. Okay, and then when you're also replacing them, put a little bit of grease here to soften up the friction. Okay, all right. So the brake to remove them. Okay, you see, this is how it's done. Have a good mental memory how it goes. Okay, mental memory. Yeah, very good. So now you see, maybe that could be the reason why it was making it was squealing, because it was pretty much a metal and metal. Now still got a little bit here, but oh well, who knows? Maybe these were bad. Okay, the hardware was bad. And here, and remove. Take this out. Okay, this out like this, and then the top. You take the top. Okay, that's the hardware. Now they look good. If you buy your brakes without the hardware, you can always reuse it, but clean them, yeah, clean them up. But so now I'm just going to clean this up. Look, they look fine. So I clean them up with the brake cleaner to remove dirt and a little bit of rocks of whatever. And also, it's best to clean the position or the location where you're going to put them back. Okay, it's best to do that to clean it up. All right, here's a tricky thing about Fiat. You'll need to push the piston. That's the piston that hold the brake shoes or pads against the rotor here. Okay, so now it is out. So you have to push it back in order for the brakes to fit in here. So now there's a special tool here. There are all kinds. So this one here, normally the way it works is, you see, you'll put it in here. Okay, so you see, I put it for you. See here, you will place this tool in here, and then you press down. You press, you turn this, you squeeze, and so that would push the piston back. But this vehicle is different. It's different because you cannot push it. Okay, that's what I learned. You cannot push it. So that's why you saw at the beginning I have this here. That's how you have to turn it. You cannot push, but you have to turn it to make it go back in. Okay, so you put it like this, and you gotta do it a little bit hard, you see? Okay, and that's how you do it. See, it go back. If you do it this way, it's coming out. It's the same as when you press on the brake, but you just have to turn it this way to put it back in, and that's what these grooves are for. If you're pushing, it will not go anywhere. Okay, so what it's doing right now is just pushing the brake fluid back. See? Yeah. And then remember, it's loose, so once you install your brakes, you will need to pump the brake to make this come back out. Otherwise, you'll be driving without the brakes. And you don't have to bleed these things, okay? When you go to a shop and they tell you, oh, we charge you for bleeding the brakes, it's all BS. They didn't bleed anything because they don't have to. All right, so this is the hardware, and once you're ready to put the brake back, and you place it. Okay, this the top one, it goes up like this, of course, and then the bottom one is like this. So you do not use any tool to put this in. Okay, you use your hand. If you have to use a tool to press on it, a hammer or so, that means you're doing it wrong. All right, all you need is this and your fingers. If you don't have fingers, use your tools. Never use tools. Now look, the brake pads, they are identical. Okay, the one on the outside and then the inside, well, inner or outer brake pads are identical, except you have one has this here, and it goes in the inside of the rotors. That one, this one here is the first one you'll see. Okay, so what you do, you see this, and this is how it goes. Okay, what we do here, okay, see, it goes in like this, but first you have to make it go inside. See, it goes on behind the top, so the tip of it is inside, so it's being held down by this bracket here, so it won't come loose. And then we have this one here. It goes in the inside. So you can see the purpose. Almost the purpose of this is to let you know when the brake pads is bad. Once he reaches this level here, then the rotor will be scratched, will make contact with this metal anyway. Okay. Now we're putting the back one. See, it's right here. Let me see. There you go. Just like that. And then it's best to put a little bit of grease in, so that keeps it from, when it moves, it won't make a noise. Also, you put a little bit of grease here, okay, because of when you put the caliper. All right, so now let's see if it doesn't go in. Okay, see how it goes in easily? You see? All it is because it's the piston I push back. Okay, and then like I said, you have to remember to to pump your the brake. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a torque specification. There's a torque spec for these here. But you know, who cares? They were not too tight when I did this. When I unscrewed them, so chances are you don't really need to know the specification. You just tie them. You just tie them yourself. Okay, let me do this by hand. You do this yourself, you just save a lot of money. It's not that complicated. If you have time and tools, you can do it yourself. See now let me go ahead and okay, that should be enough. That should be enough. Should be enough. There we go. Yeah, it should be enough. So what you see here, that's the same thing you repeat on the other side. Okay, same thing. You the screw here and here. All right, just to this is a bonus. When you're doing the front brakes, that's the tricky thing. The front caliper, you will need this here. You don't have a bolt like this. It has it's a hole inside, and you have to use this here. So that's why I had to go to the auto parts and buy this single one. You put it inside and you unscrew it. But the front one, you don't need this to twist. You use this, or you can use a pair of pliers to press down on it. So that's the the tricky thing about it. So you need this for the front, but here you just need a 13 millimeter. Okay, 13 millimeter, and to do it. And so I'm going to do the other tire, and it's the same procedure. Thanks for watching, and I'm putting the tire back on, and it's between 63 to 65 the foot-pound. Okay, for Fiat, 63 to 65. Thanks for watching again, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.